Now, into some major breaking news. The court has today ruled their sentence on the murder case of businesswoman Monica Nyawira Kimani. According to the judgment read by Justice Grace Nzioka on Friday, Jowie has been found guilty of murdering the businesswoman Monica Nyawira Kimani in 2018. The evidence, however, did not place Jackie Maribe at the scene. Jowie was the first accused person in the murder trial of Monica. He was charged alongside Jackie Maribe in 2018. Monica's body was found at a Lemuria Gardens apartment, which is located on Kitale Lane off Dennis Street Road in Kimani. The prosecution called 35 witnesses who testified against the two. Although they have denied knowing Monica or being involved in her death, Assistant DPP Gikui Gishuki had said that the evidence they presented in court was sufficient to have them convicted. The 28-year-old businesswoman had arrived in the country on the fateful Wednesday from South Sudan and checked into a Lemuria Garden apartment. The prosecution informed the court that the woman had landed at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at around 6 p.m. from Juba, where she was running a family business. She immediately called her brother George Kimani, informing her of her arrival. She was picked up by John Otieno, a taxi driver who dropped her at Lemuria Garden apartment and then drove away. Monica was due to fly out to Dubai the following day to meet Mr. Nasir Mohammed, a Sudanese businessman. Her lifeless body was discovered in a bathtub the following morning after her brother and a caretaker broke into the house. George testified that he called his sister, but she was not picking, and the mobile phone eventually went off. Worried that she might have flown to Dubai without their meeting, she visited the apartment late in the afternoon and contacted the caretaker, Mr. Regan Buluku, who assisted him in breaking into the house. 2 days later, Mr. Irungu shot and injured himself after getting into an argument with Mrs. Maribe at the Royal Park apartment. Miss Maribe and a neighbor, Mr. Brian Kassain, later rushed him to the hospital where he was treated and discharged. They reported the incident at the Langata police station, claiming that Mr. Irungu, also known as Jowie, had been shot by 3 thugs in the wee hours of the morning as he entered the house. He was arrested on Monday, September 24th, and taken to Langata police station after Maribe's vehicle was traced through CCTV to Lemuria Gardens. The former TV anchor was later arrested before they were eventually charged with Monica's murder. The prosecution through State Counsel Gikui Gishuki urged the court to find the duo guilty of the murder. She said that Mr. Irungu was placed at the murder scene and was positively identified by witnesses. He later tried to conceal evidence by burning the clothes he was wearing on the fateful night. The prosecutor added that the two gave false information to the police, and Miss Maribe knew that her fiancé had a gun in the house but never bothered to tell the police. She also lied over Mr. Irungu's injury, the prosecution said. And now, the decision that has just been made now by the court has left different opinions from Kenyans, with people questioning the acquittance of Jackie Maribe. Now, in a judgment, the judge said, and I quote, "Having considered the evidence in this matter, it is to the finding of this court that the prosecution has adduced adequate evidence and has met the threshold. It is the finding of this court that the first accused person murdered the deceased." Former TV news anchor Jackie Maribe, who was charged alongside Irungu, has been acquitted of the murder charge. On Maribe, Justice Nzioka ruled, and I quote, "It is my considered view that the charge brought against the second accused person, Jackie Maribe, was not the proper charge." End of quote. What do you guys think about this story? And do you think that justice has been served and Jackie Maribe is actually innocent on this case? Drop your comments down below and I'll be sure to check them out. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so.